Hey, what's up, man? This is the Bull. Um, I'm here in my garden with Ricky this afternoon, and we had recently purchased a couple of fruit trees. This tree right here is an Anna apple. It was about 8-9 feet tall when I got it. Got it into the ground. I cut 50%, almost 50% of this tree off. 45% of this tree off. I was gonna cut it all the way down to 18 inches off the ground at a 45-degree angle, as my good friend, the morning gardener, suggested I do. And I was up in arms about doing it and stuff like that. Only reason is because this is the only tree, the only Anna apple that I have, and I thought I know the nurseries do that and all that because they're big and they got a whole bunch of fruit trees, they can do that, but this is the only one I have. You know what I'm saying? So I decided I'm just cut 45% of the tree off. And the tree's in good shape. Just gave it a whole bunch of organic matter, so the tree's well off. So we got this Anna apple in. It had a whole bunch of little apples, flowers on it and stuff like that. But I cut all that off and stuff like that. That probably wasn't gonna make it anyway. It's not recommended to do that anyway. So anyway, this is my Anna apple. One of the 5 or 6 trees that me and Ricky purchased over the week. I'm gonna come down over here. This over here is a Shinseki. It's a Shinseki. It's an Asian pear. It's a Shinseki. It's cousin to the moon glow pear. I have another Asian tree down there, and it's the moon glower. So I have his cousin down on the other side of my property. As you can see, you can zoom in on this good-looking pear. So this is in Shinseki. So we put this one over here, stuff like that. We're trying to get this food forest up and kicking. So putting tree like about every 10-12 feet. We're gonna go ahead and put a fruit tree wherever we have some sun. So anyway, right behind you, you got the kiwi. The kiwis are right behind you. That looking great. Down lower, that's the understories down there. It's gonna be the raspberries. Just starting to pop up from last year. They're so sweet. We had a lot of raspberry last year. So just the bull in effect. So getting this food forest up and going. Come on, let's take a walk down here, Ricky. Up there today, we're burning a lot of brush and stuff like that. I'm gonna get this ash. A couple days after it cools off, I'm gonna use a lot of that ash on my fruit trees and stuff. Give it some ash. So yeah, so I'm trying to compete with my good friend down in Lead Farmer 73, which got a couple persimmons there. I think his persimmon tree is named Bonita or something like that. So my other persimmon down there has some little persimmons on it, so we'll see what we do. So anyway, just got this guy in here, so we'll see. We're gonna have a little cascade and keep it. I'm gonna keep all my trees kind of under control. I'm not gonna let them get too out of control. I'm gonna, probably keep them right around 10-12 feet. This tree in particular, anyway. So it's got a good start. So come on down, Rick. Take you for a little stroll down through my food forest. down to my fruit forest and my garden. I like to also, I'm doing the fruits and the vegetables and all that, but I do like to incorporate some flowers for, for beauty and stuff like that. I know my good friend, the morning gardener, he don't do he don't do no flowers, no roses or anything like that. But me, I like to have the flowers and the roses and stuff. Here's a couple of roses for your morning gardener. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a little bit of everything, stuff like that. So there's a little queen bee running around. She's been chasing after this, I don't know, a little mouse or a little lizard or something that's back there. She's been back there for hours chasing that poor little lizard around. I think he went under this pile of brush that I'm burning, and so then maybe he ran that way. So she's over there right now. So. Anyway, come on over here, Ricky. I want to show this right here. This cutting right here that you see, I was down at the park, this park down nearby. I don't want to mention the name where the park is, but they have some pomegranates, a pomegranate tree. So I went over and I snipped a piece off of the pomegranate. And I planted it here, didn't do anything special to it, stuff like that. I just clipped it from down there, stuck it right in the ground over here, been keeping it moist. And as you can see, you can zoom in down here, Ricky. See, it's zooming right on there. It's starting to put out little leaves and stuff like that. So it's starting to root itself here. So that'll be my second pomegranate. I think this pomegranate is a wonderful pomegranate, which I have another one of my own down over there. So now I got two. I've been getting a lot over the last few years. I've been building up the soil here. I've had about, I think, like 4 trucks of wood chips that were dumped on my driveway, and me and the kids been bringing it over here. So this here goes down. You can see, look at it, keep going and keep going. And as you can see, if you zoom in down there, you can see all the mycorrhiza and fungi already establishing down there, and it's starting to break down real good. So I mean, it's just what you can't go wrong if you have the space to put all your wood chips and stuff. I'm going to be putting some sweet potatoes down. I'm gonna find an area where I get some good sun back here. I'm still working on knocking a few of these trees down. I'm gonna go ahead and put some sweet potatoes in down here as well, in an area that I find, maybe over there near that tree. Okay, so back here, this little small young little tree that we put back here, this is a Honeycrisp apple. So got this guy in right here. So see how this does. So he's looking good. He's definitely planted in a good area with all the wood chips and all the organic matter that we added to it before we planted it. So this tree's off to a good start. Over to our left over here we have a nectarine tree. This trees, they take a long time to start putting out flowers. I've had it in the ground for about 2 weeks, and still nothing has popped up. I know the tree's alive because I can just scrape it right here, and it's as green as can be. And I was wondering why they're like that. So when I went back down the store, I think I get this one. I think I got this one at Lowe's, and so I went back down there, and all the trees are just the same way. And of course, I tested them all, make sure they're nice and live, and all of them are nice and green. So we'll see when this starts popping off. Okay, over here, down at the bottom, as an understory, I got a whole bunch of I put some strawberries. Put some strawberries down. They're starting to put out. They're starting to flower. I saw James Prigioni on his site that, you know, he's that's my boy right there, James Prigioni. He has strawberries going throughout his food forest. So I said, hey, you know, let me give that a shot. So, this right here is what's this? This is a snow. This is a snow angel peach. This snow angel peach. This is a new tree that we purchased not too long ago, as well. Little cousin over there, the Alberta. Alberta is putting out fruit, but this guy here, we just put it in. So, you know, maybe next year or the year after that, you know, 2 or 3 years, maybe then, you know, start really being concerned about fruit. Right now, we're just trying to establish the food forest and getting all these trees in and getting them nice and healthy and big. I'm not too worried about any fruit on my fruit trees right now. Just want to get them matured and stuff, and you know, get this food forest actually looking like a food forest. So, coming on down over here we have Alberta. This is the Alberta. As you can see, Alberta, I showed you Alberta earlier on in some other clips when the fruits were setting. But as you can see now, you know, the fruits are starting to get, you know, start to put a little size to them. They're still real little, but, you know, right now, you know, I could thin that down a little bit, but, you know, I'm gonna see what it does. I mean, there's a couple small ones I want to definitely pinch off, but we'll wait. We'll wait and see which ones start doing good, and then I might take a couple more off. But for right now, the babies are staying on the tree. Okay. So anyway, behind you, I'll tell you a little bit about this banana. This banana tree, I was going to gas up at this gas station, and I went to throw a wrapper in the trash bin that's over there next to where my car was parked, and I saw this like 2 years ago there growing next to a trash dumpster in a gas station. I mean, it's just all kinds of junk all around and stuff like that. And I was looking at this tree, this little banana. I was like, man, this little banana should not be there. You know, I don't know how it got there. Nobody knew anything about it. So I said this banana tree deserves to be planted with some respect in my food forest. So I dug them up, and I was looking at him for 2 years, and I said, nah, I'm gonna snatch this up this year. So I snatched it up, and I got it here planted in my food forest. You know, it's just about like that when I first put it in. Now it's starting to put out its leaves. It's in some good soil in a nice spot, so it's doing well. So it's gonna look real nice here in our garden, the Bose garden. All right. So over there, so quick little peek, that's the rabbit tree over there. Going around here. So anyway, come on down. Oh, okay, and before I forget, over here, this right here is a gala apple. It's a gala apple, and so we're gonna have this gala apple growing over here, and off to the side of it, we have some muscadine. This is some muscadine grapes. Put this wire trellis in between these two trees here, and I put this in last year, and it was just a little teeny little thing, and it's taking off. It's loving where it's at, so it's just taking off. Like I said, this wood chips are deep and healthy, and I don't have to holly water over here. Walking on down right here, I put this little, this is a blackberry. See if I get this blackberry just to climb up here, up this tree here and wrap around here, and then I can manage it keep it here as I'm walking down here to feed my rabbits. I can say doop doop doop, grab a couple of those blackberries and get some nutrition up in me and stuff like that. Dealing with these rabbits and stuff like that. All right, so okay. Over here, this area right here, this is my composting area. This is where I do all my composting. This side here, then on that side over there, I just take the pile, switch it back and forth. So this is my little area for composting. As I see, you got my screens and all that over there. All right, walking down here. This is my contender. Well, it's not a contender tree. It's actually a persimmon tree. But as I'm talking about contender, is I see all my buddies out there with their persimmon trees putting out fruit. But come on over here, Ricky, and let's show all our little fruits that are starting to set, all the persimmons that are starting to set on our tree. See, almost every branch. Come this way here. See, look at this one here. I think just on this branch, this one over here, I think on this branch alone, got I think about 8 to 10 persimmons on it. And over here, and it just goes on and on. But anyway, we'll see. Last year, it had persimmons on it and stuff like that, but they were all small, didn't really materialize into anything. But hopefully this year, the tree's a little older now, and we'll see if the persimmons are ready to rock and roll. I'm also trying to take an air layer off of this tree here as well. I understand that the persimmon trees are real hard to take an air layer off, but I'm gonna give it a shot. You know, I seen it done. You know, I mean, I seen it done where they have it. I said the roots are like real tiny, but we'll see. I'm gonna leave it on there for a while. You know, I ain't going nowhere, so we'll see. We'll see if I can get it to, you know, get to the point where I can clip it off and get another fruit tree. What's going on over there, man? You eating up all my parsley again?
Tastes good.
Man, Ricky and his brother, Carlos, that bush over there was huge. And they ate almost in half, like 2 days ago. And already again, look at this, it's like all pumped up again. That parsley plant is really good and it's good for you. I have a whole bunch of herbs growing throughout the garden and stuff. So as the kids walk around, they love pinching off the thyme and the rosemary or whatever it may be, parsley, sage, all kinds of stuff growing on the garden. So they have some stuff they can nibble on. All right, Ricky, you want to say goodbye to our friends?
Bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Also, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.